This episode of But Real Talk is sponsored by Home Buying, What Most People Fail to Consider by Raphael Chase, available now on Amazon.com.
All right. Welcome back to the But Real Talk podcast show. Kind of a little sober podcast show today. Just got finished watching the final episode of The Walking Dead. Season 6, episode 16. The last day on Earth. The big old Negan's premiere. He came out.
He did.
He did the thing. Got some things I don't like about him, but we'll get to that towards the end. Let's just start the show off with it. How you doing today, J Rabbit?
I'm good. I mean, anything TWD I'm in love with and happy for the most part.
But it's gone now.
It's gone now.
Now we gotta wait till October.
Yes. Till October.
But at least they try to feed the beast by giving you Fear the Walking Dead. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so really relieved with that, though, because I needed something to kind of sustain me.
Yeah. And the Game of Thrones will be on, too. So that's good. Right?
Yeah, so what did you, just general, what did you like about the show?
Okay, what I liked about this episode in particular, I liked the fact that the pacing was good. They kept the tenseness up with the soundtrack in the background. I liked they tried to keep everything short. And I also liked about the episode Negan's entrance at the end. So, what about you?
Yeah, pretty much the same thing for me. I really, really appreciated the entire first part of this episode with the hype, the build up. The build up, you could literally feel it. Like, not only can you see it, you could feel it. I love that you could hear it with the heartbeat soundtrack, like you mentioned in the background.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was genius with the. But yeah, I really, really appreciate the build up. I thought they did an excellent job with that. I like the pacing as well. I think that it went really, really quick. It was really fast. There was hardly any points that were downtime at all for the entire thing. So I appreciated that. I also loved Negan. That's not what I expected him to be. Just because I don't know what he was, but like his whole sarcastic like demeanor was very surprising to me. So I really enjoyed that. Yeah, those were the things without getting into too much detail that I really, really liked about the episode. Okay. So what did you not like about the episode?
What I didn't like about the episode also is Negan a little bit. I get to that. I didn't like the spoiler alert, as a matter of fact. We might be talking about some. If y'all ain't seen the show, then I don't even know why you even listening to this episode. But spoiler all the way through. We're going to say some things that, if you ain't seen it, then you better go ahead and cut this off right now. But what I didn't like the way they cut away at the end, obviously. They didn't show you somebody that's getting killed on there. What I also didn't like is the Carol thing. It's just like, what the fuck are you doing, Carol? Like, what's up? Other than that, though, this episode was pretty solid.
Man,
to me.
I totally agree. I think that it was actually an excellent episode. My only down point, which I'm sure is everyone's, is exactly that, is that it was such a huge buildup. It's been weeks upon weeks of coming, and I think that we were cheated with the way that it ultimately ended. I think that they could have shown it, shown something. The fact that there wasn't a single death in the episode was really disappointing. I thought this was going to be balls out war, and it wasn't. So that is my biggest negative thing to say. Beyond that, I really thought this was going to be one of the all-time episodes ever. Like, I really did. Had they killed somebody
this
and let us see,
it could have been the best episode of The Walking Dead ever.
It could have, and it just didn't.
They Sopranos us. It's what they did. It did the same thing the Sopranos did at the end.
Yeah.
They cut the black.
Yeah.
But at least with the Sopranos, they had a good song to go out on. This one did not. It did not. Yep. So.
Yeah. So, okay. So let's get into the gist, into the details.
Episode 16. We already knew going into it that somebody was gonna die. Negan was coming. They've been saying that the whole season right here. Just from the jump, you got Carl. Carl, oh girl, I can't remember her name.
What is her name? I can't think of it
Survived
either.
somehow, girl.
Yeah, but the locked
She
in the
wanted to go.
locked
Yep,
in the
now
closet.
she locked in the closet.
I thought that was great.
Somebody got to get her ass out of there. So he didn't want her to go because he was scared, which is right. Good thing she didn't go, because you never know.
Escalated.
You never know.
I loved the part with the priest. I do not know what his name is, but the
Traitor.
priest.
His
Yeah,
name
but
is Traitor
I thought that he
and
totally
Yeah, he redeemed.
even from the one episode where he shot the guy in the face or whatever.
Yeah, he redeemed.
Yeah, and now he took charge. He's like, I got this. I got Judith. Even Rick was like, I totally believe in you. Like, it's good now. You're good. I just
Right.
think it was such a good development of him too, because
Yeah.
I hated him. In the episode 6 when he gave Rick gave him Judith the first time. Remember, with all the drama.
Right.
I was like, what are you doing? He's gonna totally let the baby get eaten. And now I'm like,
Right.
I kind of believe you're gonna keep Judith
Yeah,
safe too.
he seemed like an honest stand-up man at the end. He was standing watch at the top. So
Like-
he was standing. Okay, but now he gonna have to defend the shit when the saviors come through. But they probably gonna come back with Rick anyway, and that's how they all gonna get in, because there ain't gonna be no super fight, because it's a done deal after this shit.
No, they're gonna see everybody.
Yeah, they're gonna see everybody.
Yeah.
It's a done deal. So it's a done deal. Not survivors, the saviors. They're a lot bigger than what we thought.
Hell
A
yes.
lot bigger than
But-
what we thought.
Really quick before we get too much into that.
They made an example out of a motherfucker at the beginning.
Yeah.
So
When we saw the scene with Carol, when Morgan finally finds her, I absolutely
on the
thought that
steps.
she
Yep, on the
was either
steps.
dead or bitten.
or bitten.
So-
Yeah, I knew she wasn't dead, but yeah, I could have sworn she probably got bitten right there. But then that was kind of cheesy too. If she would have got bit, it would have been kind of cheesy. Just be like, you didn't even see her get bit, blah blah blah. But she is hurt, and we also know now that she's been shot 2 more times.
That
So-
was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I really didn't realize it was gonna escalate that
Yeah.
quickly.
Oh, and come to find out, on the from the comments on our YouTube page from these comic book readers or whoever, they know a lot
They
about
do
this.
know a lot. I
They
think I know
said,
exactly what you're gonna say. They're
yeah.
not saviors.
Right, that they're not saviors.
That they're from
the Mighty
another.
Ducks.
They're from the kingdom.
Yeah, from the kingdom.
And supposedly Ezekiel, and it's actually good people or something.
Yeah, so I mean,
So
kind of
that's
like the
interesting.
hilltop.
I
Yeah.
hadn't even heard about that.
Kind of like the hilltop and Jesus, I guess.
So that makes so much more sense. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
why are they being so nice and helping her?
But you didn't know that you thought they was with Negan and them, because they had the spear, they had the horse, and then when Rick and Morgan was walking together looking for Carol, they was running out the barn like they was just running from the truck that Carol just got through, blasting from the last episode. So you kind of thought that they was with Negan.
Yeah.
But now, okay, you can kind of see. Well, they probably
But
not.
it makes
but
so
they
much
got
more
spears
sense
too.
now. But it makes so much more sense now, because they were totally like, oh, we have a doctor, we can take care of you, not being all creepy, like we're gonna own your shit.
Right.
So as soon as I read that
and
comment,
now, okay, so it's not just gonna be Rick and the crew that's gonna be trying to defeat the tyrant, which is Negan.
No,
next
that's what I
season.
think. I think
it's gonna be
Ezekiel's
groups.
gonna be playing
Yeah, it's
into
probably
this.
gonna get a little bit of the kingdom. I don't think they got anybody from the hilltop except for Jesus who can defend themselves to help
yeah.
them as an army. So, but I think, like Jesus said before, your world's about to get a whole lot bigger. Which means
there's
if
a lot.
it's
There's a lot of
more
other
places.
and if all these communities
If
come
all
together,
these communities come together and revolt
Yeah.
against Negan, which is going to be a
and
bloodshed.
I think it's gonna set it up because Carol and Morgan are there. They're gonna somehow find out that their people are there, so that they can provide the hype for Ezekiel to be like, come on, you have to help me
Absolutely.
come get the people.
Absolutely.
So I thought that was such a good setup. I didn't realize it at all in watching it. I totally thought that she was
Yeah.
about to be captured by the saviors as well.
Yep.
But like you said, our amazing YouTube commenters totally set us right again, and
us
I'm
popping.
really excited.
yeah,
Like,
getting me hyped for that.
Yeah,
getting me hyped for that.
That's really exciting.
Yeah, Carol definitely hurt. Morgan saved her from Crazy Man. who was
Shot,
just- yeah,
like literally killed.
Straight shot. And Morgan shot, what, fucking 5 times maybe? That guy in the chest? For Mr. I don't kill people?
And that was such a good. I thought that was such a good development too of his character during this episode. This episode was just so great.
Yeah.
But I liked it from when he first finds her, tries to nurse her back to health, kind of thing, and then goes and sees the zombie that's hanging,
Right.
and
From the
then
little bell tower or
so
some
it
shit. Yeah.
starts with that first where he climbs up there and knifes him in the face. Like he doesn't even
Mm-hmm.
do that. So like that was already a little like insight that he's kind of coming back to the middle a little bit, not
Yeah.
so far to one side. Speaking of that, one of the commenters also said the guy didn't hang himself. Remember when they were on the street and the saviors were like, "Yeah, we had to hang somebody to make an example of that group at the
From the
library."
library.
That
Yep.
was the saviors had
And
done
that's
that.
what Morgan was at the library. The fiction.
Yeah.
The fiction section at the library.
No,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
like I was like, oh, I didn't even
Ah,
realize
that
that.
makes
Remember,
sense.
yeah. So that
So
totally
I
makes,
mean, is the library significant? I mean, what those people
no, it
ain't
was
got
just
no community at the damn library.
they did have a community, but remember he's like they killed everybody. Like I'm the only one left. They literally killed everybody at that library because I guess, oh my gosh, I guess they were trying to revolt because they were like somebody was trying. They might have been doing their own revolt and
Yeah.
trying to go against Negan, being like,
Yep.
we're not going to do it anymore. So they made an example of them, hung the guy first, and then killed everybody else. And then this guy was going to be the example for Rick's group. Like, look what we do to our people.
But what I mean, that kind of make no sense according to what Negan was saying. Like, you can't work for me if you're dead. So what the fuck, you gonna kill everybody?
I guess to make an example for
Damn.
Rick. Yeah, so. But no,
Okay.
I thought that was interesting. And like I said, I like that with Morgan. First, it was the knife with the walker,
Right.
and then progressed to ultimately, which exactly what Carol said. If you're around the people that you love, ultimately it's going to test
Yep,
you, and you're going to
ultimately
have to
test
kill
you.
somebody. And he did, and he killed somebody for Carol. And I think that's so significant. Like he actually cares enough for
Yeah.
Carol that he killed somebody. Like went
Yeah.
against everything that he
He
believes
killed
in.
her, yeah, to help her. I mean, he
Yeah.
really had no choice. You can't really throw the stick at somebody that's pointing a gun at somebody else.
I loved it though.
What do you think about this theory, though? I heard from Jeremy Johns on his YouTube page.
Okay.
He said this theory about Carol. He thinks, you remember the first time Carol went off by herself
Yeah.
a couple seasons ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she came back and saved them from Terminus and shit.
You mean like a long time ago?
Yeah, when she came back and saved them.
When Rick made her
When-
leave.
Yeah, when Rick made her leave, right?
Yeah.
He's saying that maybe she encountered the Saviors at some point, ran into Negan them group, and started working with Negan them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she got back with Rick now after that as a deal, with Negan just to be up in there. But when they got to Alexandria and started killing the Saviors over there, she had a talk with them with Negan. Now, and he only say this because the 2 episodes ago when Maggie and Carol got kidnapped,
Yeah.
they took them in that room. Now we don't know what happened before we seen them come into that room. They could have had Maggie out of that room first and just been talking to Carol in there because they know Carol, which kind of could explain, like he was saying, her weird, super weird transformation of emotions. Because the whole time before now, Carol's been the same person, like,
Yeah,
badass and blah,
but
blah, blah.
that doesn't I don't know, cause like
Okay, but then he also says that when she up and left this last time, before she left, it's because she had already talked to Negan and was like, hey, Negan told her, you guys been killing my people. I'm going to come to Alexandria and kill everybody in there. Unless you go do it for me. So unless and this is the other theory of when Rick and Morgan was walking and talking, he was telling Rick about, you remember Carol left and but would you kick her out now? And Rick was like, well, no, because she sacrificed one person to save everybody else, which is kind of foreshadowing for what Carol did, because he thinks that Carol.
I do not.
Okay, that's
I
crazy.
Really,
It's crazy.
literally-
It's crazy.
This is
It's crazy.
Not
But
co-signing
look,
this at all.
Well, check it out. But he thinks that Carol made Maggie have the damn miscarriage, and that's the kill that she had to do.
No. I don't
And
think
that's why she left.
I don't think any that I don't.
Okay, it doesn't hold water, right?
I feel like there's way too many holes in that theory. That's like grasping at straws.
I'm just saying. It was kind of. If they come back and try to do something like that, yeah.
I don't know. I will not.
Yeah,
I'm not feeling that at all.
Okay, well, moving on. I'm just saying. Just throwing it out there. Just throwing it on out there,
Another thing, there were so many good character developments and little. Oh, it was just such a good episode. But another thing that I wanted to mention that happened at the beginning too was when Abraham and Sasha. Abraham was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna come with you, Rick," and then Sasha was like,
Oh,
"You
yeah,
know,
it's
they're
package
together."
deal.
Yeah, package
Yeah,
deal.
it's
I was like,
package deal.
"You are so sticky,
Yeah,
adorable."
then Eugene stepped up.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
awesome.
which is the beginning of the end. That was like,
And
should have
then
stayed there.
also,
But Rick was too cocky in this episode. You have to admit
no,
that.
he's been too cocky this whole time.
Yeah, right. The whole time,
The
but
whole
especially this
time.
episode, like, you know, and I know they were trying to get Maggie back to the hilltop because that's the only doctor they got now for some damn reason. Also, it brings up another point: is the writers did a great job about making sure everybody left Alexandria. Everybody that needed to leave to end up in the spot that they ended up in at the final minutes of the show, perfect. It makes sense now. Why to us it didn't make sense at first when everybody was leaving. It was like, what the fuck? Why everybody leaving? All the good people. But now we see why the writers had them all go out because they needed them all to be on their knees at the end in front of Negan because they all had to see this, witness this for their own eyes. So that was great. Great job on the writers. Now I get it.
Sorry, I wasn't just. I didn't finish my point about Abraham and Sasha. So that was cute, and then I thought it was really cute when Abraham was asking Sasha during the episode if she can have babies. Well, without going direct about it, was just like, yeah. So can you do that?
Can you do that too?
I thought that was adorable. Although the whole time, then I was like, Abraham's about to die, like so badly, like he's so about to get killed. Oh,
you're right, because he want to have.
Now
some
you want to
kids.
have kids, and you're like so happy and in love, and stop doing that ish.
Now, when Rick and them first met the Saviors at the first checkpoint, at the first roadblock, it was only a few of them, maybe like 5 of them.
They could have took him out.
They could have took him out.
They
should have
taken him out. I don't know if that would have made a difference, though.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
But I think one thing that I really appreciated about this episode, too, is that the mental game they were playing specifically to Rick. Like, they mind fucked the shit out of him. That's why he was so completely broken by the end, because he went in, like you said, so completely over cocky, and you can gradually see, it's so beautifully executed how you can gradually see him being brought down a peg at each one of those stops. It's like his ego is slowly getting cut away, like, and you can see it, like you can almost touch it. That's how an amazing job they did, and like Rick's character did an amazing job of making you believe that.
Which also brings up another good writing from the writers again. That all played into part of Negan's speech at the end. We did all this, like, this elaborate setup just to prove the point. That's perfect. It was perfect. But when Rick first seen those Saviors right there, the first stop, he was like, okay, nope, we ain't finna do this right now. Fuck it. We're just gonna turn around and we're gonna go back the other way. Because at this point, he still don't know how big.
You mean the first group, right?
The first group.
Because the first group, they go out and talk to him. Remember?
Right, they go out and talk to him, try to make a deal.
Talk mad shit.
Ain't no deal gonna be made.
Talk mad shit.
Right, but Rick is like, we're not finna get into this gunfight.
And then today could be your last day.
Today can be your last day on Earth, which was mentioned twice in this episode.
Today could be your last day
on Earth.
And kiss the ones you love.
Kiss the ones you love. And be good to everybody in the RV, because you never know.
Man, you know already. That was just like such an ominous.
Yeah. But again, I guarantee you, Rick going through his head, that just didn't even play.
Oh, no, because he's been slaying now. Like, they haven't had any situation they couldn't come out of.
Nope.
You know? So.
And Rick right now is like, dude, you don't even want none of this right now. You don't even want to do it. We'll do all y'all motherfuckers right now. It's crazy. And so for a minute there, I was thinking, like I told you, I thought that the Saviors probably didn't know that Rick and them was the ones who been doing all the killing yet. But now we know they fucking knew. They knew the whole goddamn time now. So it makes sense now. Them. Yeah.
They were giving him perfect thing, false confidence. Go ahead.
False confidence.
Bring all your boys out here so that we can get you all caught up. Mm-hmm. Okay, so then the second stop, the gradual increase.
Yep.
Now it was like 16 versus 6. So then he's looking at it.
They didn't even talk to them.
No, then he's like, this is a little bit too many people. Let's just back up and go somewhere else.
Then they just start shooting up in the air.
But you could already see in that episode, like, his face was just like...
He's starting to put 2 and 2 together then. At that point, he's just like, what the fuck, the second goddamn... Okay, see,
Let's just go a different route.
But as long as they got a map, and as long as they can see,
it's
more roads. It's more roads to go, so we're going to go ahead and do some more roads on there. Carol is not coming back. She ain't coming back. She refused to come back no matter what, even though she got shot. Morgan tried to beg her to come back. She ain't coming back.
Oh, no, right.
So you think she going to be pretty much gone? Like the whole season 7?
No, she's going to be...
probably like halfway season 7.
Carol,
yeah.
She's going to be with the
She's going to be with the
Ezekiel.
kingdom. I'm saying. So you think we probably not going to see her ass till like halfway through?
I think it's going to be a developing story. Now we're going to and we're going to be introduced to new people that we can possibly like.
But I don't think we going to get... You know how they like to break it up with the sections of people. So I don't think we probably going to get back to Carol and Morgan them to probably like halfway through the first beginning.
I don't know.
Because
I'm like
the
literally
whole first
over
beginning,
predicting what TWD is going to do.
I'm done predicting with it too. But I can But it plays to what they've been doing to us anyway. They do this shit all the time. All the time they do it, right?
No, I think what would be perfect, which would be the shit that they do all the time, is that when the show picks back up in October,
right there,
they're with Carol. They're not with freaking Negan.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Do you think when it come back on? I was asking somebody this at work today too. I was like, hey, when it come back on, do you think it's gonna start right there at the nighttime where he was beating them up, or you think they do the now? This is the Walking Dead trick. Is when they know everybody waiting on that.
No, like Glenn.
Yeah, they know.
And then they go do a Morgan episode.
But they go do some other shit. Yeah.
No, I feel like
you think
they're
that's
going to
do
some other shit, and I'm going to be fucking livid.
That's what they're going to do.
I think they're going to do some other shit.
As soon as it come on, I'm thinking as soon as it come back on, they're going to be back in Alexandria, right? Probably won't, but they probably be back in Alexandria. Everybody fucking sad and mourning and shit like that. But you ain't seeing everybody yet, so you don't know which one got killed. You gonna see Rick because they gonna let you know real quick. Rick's still alive. But then they're gonna probably be like, well, we're going to the mourning, you know what, when people die.
Funeral?
Not the funeral, but to mourn him, the wake or whatever. Right? We're gonna go to the wake tonight. I hope you be there. And then they do the wake. Then they pan up to a picture.
That would actually be a good show. I think they're gonna do the complete fucking opposite and not give us anything. Have like a Morgan episode after Glenn just possibly died.
Well, you ain't finna have another Morgan episode.
No. I'm just saying,
just like
a show
an episode that has nothing to do
with nothing.
With who?
No, that's what I mean. It might be on Carol, like traveling all over.
It could be on
Negan
Negan and Survivors. Yeah.
Something. But like we're not gonna I feel like when the season comes back, the first episode, everybody's and their mother
everybody gonna be waiting.
Everybody's gonna watch it. So it's gonna be like 1 million people and they're not gonna show us what happened.
But don't you think they want the jump off to be for season 7 good? Just like it was for season 6 with no way out and shit like that. Don't you think the jump off not like nothing?
I would hope.
But don't you think that? Look how you left. Look how they left it.
No,
it's gotta be a good jump off.
I hope it better be. I just feel like I can't trust them anymore to give me what I want. You know,
well,
I feel like they.
Well, that's why I'm saying like you. But damn, it would be fucked up if they come back knowing they just got through beating the shit out of somebody with a barbed wire bat at the end of the last season, and the first thing you show me is some other shit that ain't got nothing to do with who the fuck you just killed.
I don't trust them. Like I don't trust them, and I am not gonna hype myself up because I'm gonna go in there thinking I'm gonna see
whatever. Yeah.
the backstory of fucking Dwight.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
Right,
but
you gonna go in there saying we probably not finna know who died this first episode.
Right,
which will be completely disrespectful to the fans. Completely. Because it's like,
I agree.
I was almost going to say, we ain't even fucking watching no more. But ain't nobody finna not watch no more.
Even with the Glenn episode, I was like, I'm never fucking watching this. I was like bawling my eyes out, posting stuff on social media. Next show, I was like, tuning in. Like, what's going to happen? Okay.
Oh, we'll see. Whatever.
The third stop with the zombie line, the Red Rover, bring that zombie on over.
Yep. Bitch nuts.
That was crazy. That was
bitch nuts. Abraham says.
But again, that shows because I think I don't know if it was Abraham, somebody I can't remember.
Sasha was like.
It would take a lot of people. Somebody said.
Oh no, Eugene said it would take a lot of.
And so that was another that was another mental thing for them because on that stop. You didn't see anybody.
Nobody.
Besides,
it was just a chain of zombies.
And they were up in
They were trying to ambush them. Yep. And see, they wasn't trying to kill them.
They didn't shoot them at all. They shot at their feet.
They shot
at their feet
right,
though.
Shot at their feet. They wasn't trying to kill them.
But again, a mind fuck. Like Rick wasn't processing that though. But like that was something because we can see like the growth as it's going now. By the third stop, like you could totally know where it's going. Like they are totally building to something at this point. Like
it was getting cray. It was getting real crazy.
And
Then remember Sasha was like, that zombie looked like Michonne. And that zombie
because
was
they
like
had
Daryl.
again a mind
fucking.
They're like, we have your people.
Oh, and at that point, you seen Rick's face.
No, he was already
His face at that point.
I think it hit him.
Yeah,
like,
it turned to like, what? Okay, they fucking with us right now, and I don't know how to get my way out of this situation. That's what he was saying to himself. How am I gonna get us? Plus, I got Maggie.
I
sick
need
as hell.
Maggie to get to the freaking hilltop.
How the fuck we gonna do that? Okay, let's just fucking do it again. Let's go. Next stop they get to. Boom. Fucking roadblock with
they
logs.
have fucking machines to move
logs.
a mountain of
so
logs.
So now we get another glimpse of how long and how big established Negan's crew has been. They got construction trucks.
They got shit that moves fucking
shit.
They
got fucking Tonka trucks with the teeth that picks up the logs and stacks them motherfuckers up. So they doing it big.
Man,
doing it big.
While you were watching it, were you starting to be like more and more impressed? Because me, I was like,
when they got to the zombies you can do and the bad guys you can do. But you stacked all those logs, those heavy ass trees. First of all, you're not gonna find no cut logs like that. You got to cut that shit. It ain't just laying around nice cut logs. You got to cut that shit, take it down, bring it over there, stack it up. It takes a lot of trucks and a lot of people to do that. At that point, I'm like, okay, these mother, they getting it in.
And not only that, how extensive is this plan? Like, you knew exactly where Rick was going to be first, second. It's like a maze trap, where you are literally leading somebody to exactly where you want to go.
Again, subconsciously, you know how long Negan and them been running this area of Virginia. You get a glimpse of how long they've been doing this. They know the whole everywhere.
Is Negan a genius? Because this military concept, whatever he's got going on,
who the hell is
shit,
Negan? Who was Negan? Who was he before? You know,
to come up with this whole entire day played out from one stop to the next.
And what sucks now is they probably won't get into that who Negan is, because they didn't get into like who the governor was. They did a little bit. You know, he had a daughter and what happened to her, but you didn't see like who he was before.
I am so intrigued by the Negan character, man. Like, this episode did a really good job of like setting him up.
Yeah. The biggest baddest one they've encountered thus far. So it's gonna be real interesting.
So then moving on, obviously after the tree, they had to come up with a new plan, and fucking Eugene tries to save the day. Like, I thought that was awesome. Like, comes up with a plan that he'll drive the truck around.
No, I think they had one more stop after the logs, right? Because they get to one was like a fucking big ass army.
The pyramid. It was like a pyramid of fucking people.
It's fucking road warriors and shit.
No,
like,
it was like
stacked up tall.
What is that movie called where they Charlize Theron and they're riding on all the cars and
Mad
screaming?
Max.
That's what it reminded me of.
So they weren't doing nothing.
No,
with that.
when I saw that, I was just like,
with that.
They were just like, look at us, yo, what up? Like,
it's a done deal. That's a done deal.
And
then face was like, okay, now we gotta. And you seen they didn't even drive nowhere else. There's probably no other roads out of town because they just stopped and they had to talk about it. And then Eugene decided to step up.
Yeah.
Now, for all the dumb shit and lies that he did to get to where he is, Eugene has been pretty smart. He is not a dummy.
No, he isn't.
He's a coward, but he is not a dummy.
He's like
he can analyze shit real good.
He's like socially awkward, and I think it's because he's so much smarter than everybody else.
Right, he's almost like autistic or savant maybe.
Savant. Yeah.
Well, savant usually 100% on whatever they do, and I don't think he's a 100% on nothing.
I just think that he's socially awkward because he's really smart and he's just socially awkward. So
he's just socially awkward.
But he is smart. Like the same thing he was talking about about getting the seeds and grains
and making
and
bullets.
The
yeah.
Like
the dude.
He's
logical. He he's smart. He's just a smart dude.
And now he's come full circle because he is brave now, and he's willing to fight,
Right.
and he's
Thanks
willing
to
to go
Rosita
there.
and them.
Yeah, like he's come a long way, and now he will be like, back the fuck off. I don't need you to watch my back. I got me. I got me.
Right.
But yeah, so when he came up with the plan, and he was like, I got this. I'll drive the truck around. I was like, I love this shit out of you
And
right
the
now.
sad music.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, you're gonna maybe die.
Yep. Which leads me to believe it's probably his time to go. It's probably the one that got it at the end. There was a lot of foreshadowing in that last part right there. So when they decide to go through the woods,
right,
on foot, boom.
Man, when the
Done.
whistle started, I was like, it's going the fuck down. And Rick's face was like,
just that quick. Because
they knew where they were gonna be too.
Yeah.
Like they were like, we got this.
Well, yeah, okay. And they got the walkie-talkies, don't forget. So they communicating.
And
they always like, yep, he just got the checkpoint C. He turned it back around, going back down there. They probably gonna end up at checkpoint B or D or whatever.
And Sasha had a good point too when they came up to one of the checkpoints. It might have been the one, the last one. She was like, none of them were at any of the other checkpoints. So that tells you now,
these are all different
This is
people.
like literally 200 people we've already seen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is massive.
Yeah. I wonder how big his army is. God, this dude.
It doesn't matter. It totally outweighs their 20
okay,
people.
but at the same time, like, who are you? And how the fuck you get all these people to worship and work for you? Like the fucking Secret Service. Like, they take bullets for you. I'm Negan, everybody Negan.
He was probably
like, how you get that in the apocalypse,
he probably
though?
established that day one when the shit went down. Like, he probably is like, maybe he was in jail and it's like a psych.
He could have been in jail. But still, it's the apocalypse. No laws. Free to do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, so it was probably a jailhouse, and he like ran, like he was the boss of all of his jail crew, and they're all killers.
I get that, though. They're all killers. But you got like over 100 people, and you tell me not 1, 2, 3, or 4 of them motherfuckers is just like, fuck him. I'm doing me. I'm better than him. I got a gun. Next time I see him, doom, it's done. But then I get it.
I think he takes care of them, though, for the most part.
Yeah, he take care of them.
Yeah.
So that probably some
and he
loyalty
lets
right
them
there.
go around and kill people.
And he let them go around, kill people, rape people, whatever you want. So, but then, okay, so, yeah, that kind of makes sense because we got North Korea guy and all the other dictators, and you see how long they be lasting with a lot of people that dislike them, too. So, okay. Yeah, but still, it's just like, you could just... But maybe he treat him right, like you said. He don't have money, but he got food, which is probably at this point in time in the apocalypse is way more important than some goddamn money and alcohol. Guarantee you got alcohol and probably women too, a whole bunch of women.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
Okay, so let's talk about the last scene, the last part of the show. So
the introduction.
Them all on their knees.
All on their knees. Then you see Dwight come back.
Mm-hmm.
He got Daryl, Michonne, Glenn.
Well, I thought
Rosita.
the first part before even that was the fact that they wasn't Eugene already out there first.
Eugene was on his knees already.
Yeah, so like I thought that was already like, and they caught Eugene and they had the fucking
trailer. They got the trailer. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then they hit the I guess he the second in charge, the guy with the mustache who they ran into at the beginning of the show, the first encounter on the road. Had to give his little spiel about that. Had Dwight bring out the other 4 that they caught, which was good because Glenn got to see Maggie was there and was like, oh, God.
No, that was awful. I hated it.
Every fucking where I go, you there. You shouldn't be there. Maggie like, every fucking where I go, your ass either not there or you're there and some shit like this happening.
Why are we always in death situations?
Always in death
like,
situations.
We're always about to get killed. Like, literally all the time.
And now, like, all of us here. So, we know somebody gonna die now.
It's not even my favorite, not saying it's my favorite, but something that like really hit me, and I keep envisioning it as well, is Rick's face now at this point, like completely deflated, like not an ounce of any confidence, like he can't even react, like it's just like he is, his life force was pulled out of him.
I mean, that is probably one of the... If he don't get an Emmy just for that face.
I know. That face, I was like, how do you even make that face and not feel everything you're actually feeling?
And that face got to be a meme soon. Fuck it, I'm going to make a meme of that. Because that face, that Rick, God, that's
Like it
that's a
hurt
good
me.
actor.
Like it
Yeah,
hurt
that's a
me.
good
I was
actor.
like, I know exactly what that face
what
is.
you know what's turning in his head. Excuse me. You know what's turning in his head right there. He's scared. He's defeated. He's like, how can I get out of this? But ain't no
And
way
he's
out
like,
of
all
this.
my people are gonna die, and it's gonna be all my fault.
Either
No,
all
he
my
could,
people
because
gonna
like
die.
he doesn't know.
Yeah, he don't
like
know.
he don't know.
All my people gonna die, or we are effed to the fullest.
And I was so fucking cocky.
And
Why the fuck am
then-
I so cocky?
And that face was already on when they first got caught. Then to put the cherry on the damn cake, you bring out the other four that they was out looking for. You bring out damn Glenn, Daryl, Michonne, his boo cakes now, and Rosita. And you see Daryl is hurt. So you like, what the? At that point, he's like, yeah, we all probably finna die tonight. And my son's over here. I shouldn't have brought his ass, but now he here. I was too cocky. I just fucked up. And that all that I just said was
written on his
face.
Like
and
you
he
could
acted
read
the
it
shit out
like
of that.
a fucking book. I was
He acted the shit out of that part right
Rick
there.
Owned that completely.
All day.
Man, I was
all day.
It hurt me to look at it. Like it really hurt me.
Man, all day. And then the man comes.
Man.
Here he is. PP City. That's what he said. You peeing in your pants yet?
Right.
You will be soon.
I just liked his like, I don't. One thing I was saying, I think I was saying when I was watching it too, it's like it was kind of like off-putting though a little bit because he's like kind of charming.
He is kind of charming with the smile and shit.
Like he's kind of charming.
It's almost like he don't even kill people like that.
Like
he I
don't even believe because he's like joking and he's like smiling the whole time. He never speaks aggressively.
No.
Like it's always lighthearted, even though he may be.
Don't shut that shit down.
Yeah, maybe he's talking about something aggressive, like an aggressive situation, but he's like really charming. I was really put off by it. I was not expecting it to be. I thought it was gonna be like this dirty,
that's
nasty
what you
talking,
like a menacing,
like
bad guy.
Yeah, but he's
even
like,
the governor looked like, okay, you look like you can damn.
And when he like lost it at the end, like it was genuinely lost it, but like he seems so. I don't know. I was really surprised. Like I like it. I think that it's more of a and that makes sense though. Right. He's a psychological. Right. Menacing bad guy, so it's all mental for him too.
Right, which I understand because I can see his dilemma. Like I can see he probably don't do that shit all the time. That's the vibe I get from him. I can see that he don't do it all the time. He only do it to prove a point and to damn teach a lesson. He don't want to do it, but fuck.
I think he wants to do it. No, I think he's a sociopath. I think like that's why. And typically. Somebody like that, they can be completely careless. They have like an air of, oh, it is what it is. Like it's happy times, but I'm gonna murder you right now.
Right?
Like,
he could be a complete fucking psycho.
Yeah, I think he is, and I think that's
which plays into the part of him just being super nice then, because he's super fucking psycho.
No, like he's charming and like so you would never expect it from him, and then I'm gonna smash your fucking head in with a bat, like. That's crazy. Yeah, like I'm so excited to see where it goes with him specifically.
I mean, some of the things I didn't like about it, I love the speech. The writers did a good job on the speech. I also heard that they took most of that too from the comics. Yeah, like, which is okay, which is cool. But it's like he was super skinny, so you don't look that damn terrifying.
Menacing. Yeah.
He lost a lot of weight though, cause he was bigger in the Watchmen and shit like that.
I mean,
I remember him in the Watchmen. He was swole. He was a superhero.
Was that CGI though?
Him being swole?
Yeah.
Because he was bigger than that in the other show he had on Stars on Magic City or whatever the fuck that was. So, I mean, but now he's super skinny, right?
Yeah, but you have to take into account too. It is the apocalypse and people aren't.
Yeah, but no, he got half of everybody's shit. He eating good. He eating good. Yeah. So, but at the same time, it's like, damn, you're right. He looks so fucking charming. It's like nobody would be scared. He looked cleaner than all the other, but his army. He looked cleaner than all them motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. So, but at the same time, it's just like, why?
Oh, really quick, not to go. I just thought it was like another mental like slap in the face. I think that he's like a mental like attacker. I really do. Like I would be interested in hearing the comments if somebody else can justify my point of view.
Mm.
But I thought that was another slap in the face when he walks out of the trailer that they just took from Rick's. Like that was how his introduction was, walking out of the trailer.
That was Rick's.
Yeah, that was Rick's. So
That
it's
was
like,
gangster.
and fuck you.
I know when they let him out, I was like, ain't that the trailer they was just riding in? How were you just chilling in there making pancakes or something?
Right? I just think that was a total, again, another like slap in fucking
Yeah.
Rick's face. Like, and we have your shit.
And
like,
then he come out with the bat on his shoulder, smiling.
mm-hmm.
We pee in our pants yet? Oh, I feel like it's gonna be a lot of pee in our pants when we get done.
But he says it. Oh, anyway. Okay, so
He ain't growing a garden. He telling Rick straight up, this is why I know it's not finna be Rick. Who's that? Matter of fact, we can get into that right now. Who you think is gonna be? I'm just gonna say I don't think it's gonna be Rick. Because he was telling Rick, this is how it's gonna be, this was gonna be, you gonna give me half your shit. Plus, I think you gonna need Rick to be alive to go back to fucking Alexandria and be like, okay, this motherfucker is real.
yeah, I don't think it's Rick either, because he was like, if he moves, take his son's other eye out and feed it to him.
Which number two is not gonna be Carl either.
So those are the only two people that.
Those two, it's not gonna be Carl, and I don't think it's gonna be a female.
I mean, based on the comments that we've gotten on YouTube, I know. Well, everyone says is that Negan doesn't like to kill women. So if they stay true to that, but they could flip the script because they have like again
They
in the
have
comments,
veered from there.
they've completely like
But
changed things up.
it would be pussy of him to damn be the female. So I mean, he wouldn't really need to do that. So we can eliminate the females. So then you got Eugene, you got Aaron, you got Glenn, you got Daryl, you got Abraham. That's left. That's for the guys, right?
And I don't think they're gonna do Daryl because that would be lame.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do Daryl now. He looks so fucked up right now, and like he about to die.
Lame, yeah.
Like it wouldn't even make no sense.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even. So and plus you seen when he started hitting whoever over the head, taking it like a champ. So it wouldn't be fucking Daryl because he would just fucking fall the hell out after that first whack because he's so already messed up.
I think it's gonna be Abraham.
Abraham stood up to him, but to me, going back to your psycho-ness and his fucking craziness as being Negan, I think he will see that macho-ness as being like, yeah, you gonna swallow this pill. You ain't gonna like it, but you gonna swallow this pill. I got your ass. So I don't think he gonna kill him because he want that cocky bastard to damn work for him. To be like, you gonna swallow this pill, right? So then that takes me down to Glenn, Eugene, and Aaron. Right?
Okay, and you think one of them are going to take the bat and be like a champ?
But, okay, hear me out. I don't think it's going to be Glenn because, like I told you before in previous conversations, that they already did it with Glenn. It's
I don't want to get into this.
Yeah, we ain't get to it, so we ain't going to do that.
Okay.
Now you got Aaron and you got Eugene. I'm not going to say it's Aaron. I'm going to say it's Eugene, which comes back around to him manning up at that last scene before they get caught.
But I would.
Hear me out, though. Hear me out. When he was manning up and they get sad music and him like, yeah, I'm manning up, I'm standing up, I'm not being a coward no more. I'm going to take this into my own and I'm going to do it. So when he whack his ass upside the head, that's still Eugene manning the fuck up and taking one for the team like he was trying to do, and thus would bring Negan to be like, whoo, taking it like a champ. Because he still is for the fucking team. He just got beat up.
Yeah, but did you see how he looked stressed the fuck out? Like
he looked stressed and he looked beat up, but that could be.
And he looked like he's struggling.
But we know how adrenaline does to you. Adrenaline can just like, oh, well, I know it's gotta happen, and now you picking me. Fuck it, let's go. Come on, and there you go. But that is my theory. I think it's gonna be Eugene when they come back. What about you?
I think it's Abraham. I think there was too much love
story. It's too easy, though. It's too easy.
I just think it's too much. I think that it's gonna, because he's too excited. There was too many, like, why you keep showing all the fucking Sasha love and you want to have a future.
So the writers got another misdirect then.
I don't know.
If you going with that idea, then that mean they was doing it like towards everybody, so you can be like, you don't know who the fuck gonna die, because they did it with Glenn, they did it with Michonne and Rick, they did it with Abraham, they did it with Eugene right now. So yeah.
I mean, it's honestly up in the air.
It is up in the air.
So
I'm just going with.
I can't wait for season
feelings.
7, episode 3 when we find out.
Yeah, true. True. So you gonna go with Abraham has got whacked.
The only reason I don't want to go with Abraham is only because I mean, the picture wasn't very clear, but it looked like darker hair. It didn't look like Abraham's hair. So like the way that the
And Eugene got black hair.
yeah.
So does
So
Glenn, and so does
everybody else.
Aaron.
Everybody else has dark hair
Everybody got
besides
dark
Abraham.
hair. And there's one in the hat, so you know it ain't Carl.
But
so.
I just think like going back to Negan and my opinion of him is just because Abraham like puffed his chest out and it was like all like dramatic. He's like, I'm gonna knock the ish out of you like right now, like literally gonna just take you down a net.
And then I mean that could be. I would give you Abraham and Eugene, because you're right. Abraham did man him to him. So if he that type of dude, that's just like, oh, okay, you gonna be the first one.
And he's so like I said, sarcastic and like, that's so nice. You're just being, ooh, look how tough you are, and now I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. Yeah,
but then you gotta say too, do you want to do that to Sasha again? Because she already been through some traumatic shit. Remember, she was already crazy before too. So then, as a writer, then you have to write that shit again for her ass can't keep nobody she's loved.
I know, it's like Sasha.
So it's like, you want to do that again with her?
Sasha is like the female version of Prick. Yeah. They can't love people.
They can't love nobody. Like a fucking superhero. You can't love nobody.
Right.
So do you think they want to take that chance?
That was actually a very like good point. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, so it's like, do you want to do that again to her? Because remember, any action that you do, whoever you pick, you gotta have a counter reaction to it and ready to go. You gotta have that after story. So the cleanest people you can have with no after story.
But I think that's a shitty way to look at it too. Like, we're gonna just kill somebody who people are gonna have less feelings for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it would be Eugene, Aaron, but even Aaron.
I think if they pick Aaron.
That's all Alexandra people.
No, I'm gonna literally be like, fuck you.
Yeah,
TWD.
that's all Alexandra people right there.
I'm
that's
just
gonna
like,
be mourning.
I haven't developed a full.
For Aaron?
I don't. Yeah.
So you'd be like, it don't even matter.
I'm like, that's sad. Yeah. But all my peoples are good.
Everybody else is good, right?
Yeah.
So that's why it leads me to believe this might be Eugene.
Well, we'll have to wait.
We'll have to see
what happens.
Episode 3, Season 7, Walking Dead, going down.
It's going down. Right? Yeah.
Well, man, I think that's it. I think we covered everything.
That was... Ultimately, I absolutely loved this entire episode. I really did. Like, I think the ending was really disappointing. I would have liked them to knock it out of the park and
just shut it
down, shatter it with the most craziest season finale of all time. And I don't think that happened.
Now they left us hanging until October.
Fuck you, TWD. But like you said, at least we have a little cushioning because we have the Fear of the Walking Dead coming, so we can kind of get a little
And so overall, then, besides this last episode, but including it, how do you feel about this last season of The Walking Dead? Probably the best one.
Seriously, the best one.
Yeah, probably the best one.
Hands down.
Yeah, probably the best one out of all of them.
Maybe it's because it's the one I remember the most. But...
I mean, from the jump. When they first came back, you knew it was just going. Yeah, it was going quick, fast.
It was a great season.
Great season.
Yeah.
So all praise the creator, the writers, executive producer, AMC.
And
good job.
I just want to reiterate too. Thank you so much to all the. Since we just recently got on YouTube, it's not anything we've been established for the whole season, but the comments and the interactions have been so amazing. I feel like it gives us so much more insight.
We just reached over 1,000 subscribers. Thank you all. Thank you.
It's so
we didn't
much
think
fun.
we would ever get, who cares about, but man, we appreciate it so much.
And we absolutely love the comments, and you see that we try to comment as much as possible.
Yeah, we try to get all the time,
and seriously, you guys' insight blows our mind.
Right.
It's so much
fun.
And
some of y'all funny as hell, though. Some of y'all be having us cracking up.
Oh, seriously.
All day long. But thank you
Thank you
for all the support and all the comments and all the views and all the likes that we get on the page. And I hope you guys continue to do that. You're so awesome to us.
Seriously.
And anytime y'all want to talk to us, please let us know. You can email us. You can comment, ask us questions, anything. We're going to try to, be a community of talking back and forth with y'all.
Of loving freaking The Walking Dead or any of the other episodes, for sure.
So with that, thank you again for listening to another But Real Talk podcast about Season 6, Episode 16, the season finale, last day on Earth, it's a lot of goddamn words, of The Walking Dead. Until next time, people.